There's a forgotten book on my shelf that almost no one talks about, written by a man who escaped one of the most brutal regimes in history. It's dusty, old, and it shattered everything I thought I knew about freedom, government, and truth. This book changed my life, and it might change yours too. Over my entire life, I've always read biographies and autobiographies. I find great value in them because I get to walk alongside hundreds of people, famous or obscure, and see how they navigated life. Some failed, some triumphed, and I've learned equally from both. As an introvert, these people have become my companions. I've resonated with them deeply. And I feel compelled to share the truths I've found in their stories, truths that are vitally important to our world today, truths that could even change it. As Margaret Mead said, never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it's the only thing that ever has. Right now, the world feels like it's on the edge, many dangers loom on the horizon. Many people are confused, many are misinformed. And some, with good intentions, are even advocating for dangerous world systems without realizing it. I don't pretend to know exactly how these true stories fit into that puzzle. But I do know this: when you walk with someone through their life, when you read their words, feel their turning points, you can't unsee what you've seen. It becomes more than a political opinion or a textbook lesson. It becomes personal. It becomes a matter of the heart. Even one story can change a heart. And changed hearts can change the world. When I was a child, my great-aunt passed away. She had been bedridden for years but had spent that time reading and annotating dozens of classic books. One day, a truck arrived at our house with 20 boxes of her library. My father built bookshelves in our study, complete with a ladder, just to hold them all. I grew up reading those old, marked-up treasures. Many I didn't understand yet. But years later, as an adult, I came across one book that shook me to the core. I chose Freedom by Viktor Kravchenko. Little did I know how much this book would shape my understanding of the world and plant seeds of conviction about freedom, government, and truth. When I attended university, I was taught that communism and democracy were just two different but valid political systems, maybe even that communism was a little better. I didn't fully believe that, but I hadn't deeply questioned it either. Then I read I Chose Freedom. Kravchenko began as a proud believer in communism. He was a Soviet engineer, successful, well-paid, and politically favored. He had every reason to love the system. And yet, as he lived his daily life, he began to sense something was deeply wrong. While supervising construction and industrialization, he saw firsthand how Gulag laborers, innocent people, were starved, abused, and worked to death. They were punished simply for being educated or speaking truth. Page by page, we walk with him as his eyes open. And our eyes open with his. He didn't begin to oppose the government as a bitter outcast. He was thriving. Yet he risked everything, his safety, his position, even his life, to escape and tell the truth. And then, in America, he had to endure the smug dismissal of fashionable intellectuals who had never known oppression but lectured him anyway on the beauty of communism from the comfort of their freedoms. His story teaches the difference between limited and unlimited government in a way no textbook ever could. And tragically, Viktor Kravchenko was later found dead under suspicious circumstances. The official ruling was suicide, but many believe otherwise. Even in death, his voice speaks powerfully. Because I Chose Freedom is a dusty old book, it is hard to find, but I will be sharing more of Viktor's stories in a future video. It is just one of many books I'll be sharing here on Liberty Bee Buzz. These aren't just political commentaries or dry history texts, they're primary sources. They are the voices of people who lived through what we can only imagine. This channel is about human stories. It's about truth. It's about liberty, for the US, yes, but for all people, everywhere. Let's walk through these stories together. Let's see what they reveal. Because if we can better understand the past, maybe we can help light the way forward. If this story resonated with you, I'd love for you to subscribe, share, or leave a comment below. Let me know if you were able to find a copy and read I Chose Freedom. Let's build a community where truth, freedom, and real stories matter. Until next time, keep seeking truth and living free. Follow Liberty, be buzz for truth that stands the test of time.